Today I just wanted to take you guys along. We are going to show you the different ways that you can get from Vilcabamba to Loja when you don't have a vehicle. So today we are leaving our motorcycle at home. We are going to be heading to Loja to do some shopping. And so I'm going to show you all the different types of ways that we get from our home in Vilcabamba to Loja and back. So today we're going to be taking a bus, we're going to be taking a shared taxi, and we'll be taking a private taxi. So I guess first thing is, let's go grab a taxi on the road. So we're out by our road right now. This way is the way you go to Linderos, and this way is the way you go to Vilcabamba. So we usually come out on our road. We could just stand here and wait for a taxi to come by, but it's always nice to walk, especially this way where we get to go see some cows. So we're just going to walk along the road. Okay.
Oh, gracias. Let's go for sure.
Okay.
Gracias.
Grab my bag.
Whoa. Hold
So that was the taxi that we took into Vilcabamba, and we just kind of grab it on our road. They're the truck taxis, and so you can always put a bag in the back. It costs $1 for the two of us because it's a shared taxi, and they just pick us up. Now, if I take a taxi from the road from here to my home, it's going to cost me a little bit more, but that's only because I'm specifically hiring that taxi. So you can see that the taxis are all lined up in Vilcabamba. Super easy to catch a truck taxi no matter where you want to go. If you take a truck taxi clear to Loja, it's going to be $20 each way. So we only do the truck taxis to Loja if we're picking something up. What we're going to do today is we're going to go get a shared taxi. So here is the shared taxi area. It's at the same place that the bus terminal is. We'll be taking a bus back today, but we're going to take a taxi to Loja. So these are the buses. They're nice big buses. And so we'll be bringing one of these back. But for right now, we're going to go into this office right here, and we're going to order a taxi. So we're going to go ahead and wait for a taxi. Now, these are shared taxis, but they're smaller taxis than the truck taxis. So when you share these, you're a little more squished up. My very first time riding in one of these taxis, I almost squished a nun. There was a 85-pound soaking wet elderly nun sitting right next to me. You're going through all these curves, just curve after curve, and the taxi's going back and forth and back and forth, and all I could think is, don't squish the nun. So so from now on, we just take the whole taxi. It's $2.50 per seat. There's 4 seats, 3 in the back, 1 in the front. And so to do the Toto taxi, it costs us $10, but we get the whole taxi to ourselves. And it's just a more economical way to go than to take the truck taxis. Okay, so here's what the shared taxi looks like. You can see that they're super economical as far as gas goes, but 3 adults in the back seat is just a lot. So if you have things to take, like today we're going to be taking my camera gear. They've got a nice trunk you can use. Everything's super clean. And so let's just get into our shared taxi that we took Toto. You're going to end up in what looks like a back lot, and if you didn't know that this was a taxi stand, but this is where the taxis all come. And so this is where, if you were going to catch the taxi to go back to Vilcabamba, this is where it would be. So Google Maps does work in Loja. And so oftentimes we'll look here to try to find where we're going. But we're going to be going to Park Pier today, so we're going to grab one of these taxis that's going by. These taxis are $1.25 minimum. So even if you go 2 blocks, it's $1.25. If you go farther, they have a meter that's running. So we're going to just flag one of these down and head over to the park. So after a long day, I was doing some photo shooting in a park. We decided we'd come back and we're going to take the bus back to Vilcabamba. So to get on the bus, you're going to go into the bus terminal. And so you're going to go into the bus terminal. You'll find the Vilcabamba ticket place. And then you will come right out and get onto the bus. So you can see that the bus doesn't have a lot of people on it. Pretty empty today. But this is the main mode of transportation for most locals. So we're going to go ahead and take the bus. It's a little bit longer, probably 20-25 minutes longer than taking a taxi, but it's a lot cheaper. So let's just see what we see. Finishing our day today with a taxi ride home. And so this is not a shared taxi. This is one of the truck taxis that we pick up so we can get back from Vilcabamba to our house. And so to do that, it ends up being
$2.50.
All right, that's it for today.